If you could just tell me your name and where you're from today.
Oh yeah, I'm Jason Fogarty. I'm a truck driver from Kinnegad in County Westmeath. I work for a small business, small family-run business, PR Transport, Brendan Riley. He runs a small fleet of about 15 to 20 trucks, but the cost of this is crippling us now. It really is. I mean, we can't even drive home at night anymore, so when we finish our day's work, we have to stop where we are and go to bed in the truck, because it's just not cost effective to drive up and down. And I mean, we were here before, and the Irish Road Haulers Association really let us down the last time, and they've done it again to us. I mean, they're the big boys. They can manage to absorb the prices. Little lads like this that actually keep the country going. These lads are the ones that bring the stuff to your door. The big boys don't. They just bring it into the country. We're the ones who do the donkey walk, as we like to call it. And we just can't go on. I mean, if the price of diesel goes up, the price of everything goes up. Because we have to lay on the charges to somebody else, which goes down to the manufacturer and supplier, who then puts it onto the consumer, which is you people out there. So we might have upset you, or this might have been put out for a day, but think of the bigger picture. How much is your home heating oil now? And do you think the fellas in the big houses cared about you when the heating goes off? They won't. They'll be in sunny Spain. So unless we all stand together like the last time, we got 20 cent off it the last time, let's go again. But just remember, it's the government that are taking your money, not us. It's over 60% is going back to the government. So they're really rubbing their hands. They'll do all the platitudes, and they'll be out on giving all the interviews, this is terrible, this is terrible. But they have the power. They have the power in their hand to do this and fix this right now.
And would you say that there's a threat to your wages and conditions from the increase in the price of diesel?
There's a threat to our conditions, obviously, because if we don't go home, we have to stay out now. I mean, I can't hit my boss for a pay rise now because the cost of living has gone up, because he's having the same stuff himself. You know, so it's going to hit everybody eventually. I mean, even the tolls are ridiculous now, and we all know how much money they're making off the tolls. So it just seems to be hammer the motorists, because you know we need it. We're an island nation. Like, we don't have a great public transport. We don't have ferry transport. We don't have canal transport anymore. It all goes in this. Starts its life and ends its life in one of these.
And how much would you say that this is adding to, we'll say, a standard ton pallet?
Oh, no, that'd be the office. I'm just the driver. That'd be accounts. But I can imagine it's something. I mean, it all adds up. I mean, if the main suppliers are charging extra, we have to charge extra. It all filters down to the person sitting at the kitchen table.
And I suppose then you have the price of the transportation of the fuel in added on to the fuel in again, so it's kind of coming out double.
If you actually look at the amount of taxes, I mean, we must be one of the only countries in the world that pay tax on top of tax on top of tax. And all for the same product, which is vehicles. You know, it's gone a bit much now. To fill up the tank now with this, it's probably an extra 150, 200 quid a fill. Which is an awful lot when you're running a fleet of just under 20 trucks.
And unfortunately, it seems to be the government's answer to it is to go around dipping every road for diesel now.
Well, that's a big thing now, and we're going to see an awful lot more of that, and an awful lot more danger for lads sleeping out in the trucks. You must remember what we have now in our tanks is a very valuable commodity. You know, so we're at extra risk out there of being robbed in the middle of the night. You know, we don't all get to sleep in bed. Some of us have to sleep at the side of motorways, down laneways, at the back of factories. You know, I mean, it's a dangerous job. People don't seem to realise how dangerous the job actually is. You know, people just seem to think to go to the shop and there's their stuff and magically appeared there, and it didn't. Like, I leave my house on a Sunday night, I leave my kids and my wife, and I don't go home till Friday.
And I mean, that's very tough. And I mean, when you think of it, like, everything that is in the country runs off of trucks.
Well, we live on an island.
We do.
You know, we live on an island. Everything comes and goes on one of these. It starts its life and ends its life on the back of the truck.
And you know what? It was a pleasure speaking to you, and thanks very much.
You too. No problem. God bless.
Bye now.